Hello and welcome to Glintland. Glintland is a magical factory building card puzzler. Place tiles from a deck to build enchanting production chains, light up the land, and discover a cozy world full of secrets. Each glint is a short, satisfying journey of automation and alchemy. This game is developed and self-published by itengy Games and is our first selection for Steam Next Fest, October 2025. Now, I didn't say the release date because the release date shown on Steam is in the past. However, it's also not available for purchase, so I'm not sure if maybe it was made available, pulled back out, and is now coming back again at some point in the future. I'm not sure what that exactly means. Unless the demo may be released. Okay, the demo released in July originally. The game itself is coming soon. So this game is, as the description there laid out, is a factory builder, but also a tile-based game, which is kind of an interesting combination. I did play through the very first level or two. We'll get to see what those look like in just a moment as part of the sort of tutorial. It does work surprisingly well and interesting, and you can kind of see a little bit of it working here on the loading screen. But as I said, this is also our first selection for Steam Next Fest 2025, October 2025, that is. And so we're going to have a few more choices yet this week. I'm not sure how many yet, how many days, how many everythings, but they're all going to be of my usual genres, I think. Factory, simulation, puzzle, those types of things. So hopefully you'll find something interesting to you in this list, and maybe it'll be a game that you'll be interested in following, wishlisting, and or purchasing when it comes out, and also checking out the demo yourself. So without any more of that, let's just go ahead and jump into the game. This is one of those weird games where, for some reason, they chose to turn the sound down when you're in the menu trying to adjust the sound settings. So you don't know exactly how loud the sound is going to be until you adjust it, apply it, and come back out to the menu again, the main menu again, to hear the sound jump back up again. Hopefully that's something they will take a look at and fix, because it's impossible to set your sound settings the way you want them when they're not the way that they are. But anyway, unless the music in the game and the sound effects in the game are a lot less than they are here in the menu, we may have to adjust again if that is the case. But otherwise, I think this is a good level. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to pick a new game. We could pick any of these save slots. There's 5 of them. I'm just going to pick the green one because, well, it's green. My brother, you were right from the beginning. When I received your reply many moons ago, I did not want to believe it at first, but this ongoing storm is not caused by Mother Goddess. It is not Ain. It simply cannot be. My cards show her at peace, and so do our mother's Redlon crystals. Even the firmament remains still. Beatrice was there. Who or what causes it? We still do not know. But this cruel dust, this shadow, whatever it is destroying our homes, disrupting my upcoming fair, and is growing stronger. It must be defeated. Now. I know, Father, he will not come, but will you? Please help us. Come to Glintland. You will find me in Eleanor at the Nightstone Academy. Your sister, Kira. Your first job. When you come closer to a broken bridge, a woman in a long black robe with purple shimmering top approaches you from the other side. Hi, I'm Beatrice, headmistress of the Nightstone Academy for Magic Science, she says. I would love to let you in, but as you see, a recent storm destroyed our bridge to Eleanor. You notice that even the temporary path made out of wooden boxes next to the bridge is in bad shape. We need drakewood logs and planks for the reconstruction of a proper bridge. You can use the provided arcane gates to transport the goods directly to the school. So there we go. Your first job in Eleanor is to cut down trees. So we'll get rewards of a moonlight card and 2 deck rune fragments, and we can start the glint. So the glints are kind of like the levels, or the puzzles, or the challenges kind of thing. And yeah, we'll start the first glint. Our first job. Welcome to Drakewood Forest, in the realm of the Lumen. Here, the finest and sturdiest wood in all of Glintland glows. Set up a harvester and use the arcane gate to send the logs to the academy. New objective? Drakewood. 6 pieces, I assume that's what that means. I can't remember now. Press and hold the right mouse button while moving the mouse, or press and hold WSD to move the camera. Okay, we got camera control tutorial here. Middle mouse, left and right, or QE will rotate the camera. Scrolling the mouse wheel, or R and T. And then we can press the middle mouse button briefly, or the F key to reset the camera back to the center. So as the introduction there stated, description introduction, this is a deck building or a deck drawing game, but it does have at least some practical, some progression to it, unlike a lot of other kind of deck building city builders where you're just kind of building tiles, and there is, you know, like, okay, combining 2 or more of these tiles together, or a certain number of tiles together of the same type, give you a, you know, some sort of an advantage in points and things, and then eventually maybe you generate more cards by getting the right combinations and things, and then you eventually run out of cards, and then you get a score. This actually seems to make some progress towards the sort of crafting and delivery of items, but also still in a deck builder. So we have a harvester. The harvester tells us where to put it. We only have a small area where we can't actually place it here, and it wants us to place it there in the middle. And then that'll automatically start spitting out logs onto this path, a belt basically. And the path then is can be placed anywhere adjacent to that, but obviously we want to place it in the path line here. If we decided later we wanted to move it, I think we can move, but maybe not in the tutorial. And then our remaining cards are randomly shuffled in this draw deck. So we can take a look at what is here in the deck. We have a workshop, we have an arcane gate. Actually, we have five arcane gates, 8 workshops. We had 6 harvesters, we now have 5. Straight line paths, we have 3 left. Curved paths, we have 5. And then we have an undo card as well. But we can't, that's just telling us what's in the deck. What we can draw is only what's here. So we have this here. This is an arcane gate, and it is the destination for this path. So we'll go ahead and place that too. And the game is, of course, the tutorial is forcing the randomness of the deck to not be random. So we have provided the requisite logs here, and this job is happy. So we can click on Beatrice Fairland to continue the quest chain here. Excellent. The ingredient Drakewood is very durable and can be used for the bridge. With the help of workshops, you can advance the logs and create Drakewood planks. The new objective is Drakewood planks. Again, I think that means 12, but I'm not positive. So we need to place another harvester. It wants me to put it here this time. And then we can do, it offers us a path corner. For this, we could rotate it by right-clicking, but it doesn't. It's forcing the game once again for the tutorial, so we'll place it where it wants it. Then we get a workshop, which must be placed here, of course, and that will let us turn the planks, or turn the logs into planks, by the way. I don't know if you can change these recipes later or not. This is basically as far as I've ever gotten. But we'll place the gate and accept the planks in. It completed it immediately upon the first one delivered. So it's not, whatever this is, isn't a count. Maybe it's some sort of a points system or something. We'll see. Beatrice Fairland says, thank you. And before we head back to the school, your sister is managing everything around our fair and needs wooden boxes to deliver goods to the market square. I will let her know that you are here. You made it. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I never imagined I'd see you in Eleanor, and yet here we are. Why does it need a mystic shadow and the end of the world to see me? Whatever. You're here. Now, use the workshops to craft the boxes, would you? Alright, so we have the storage box is our, I guess that means it's our 3rd recipe or our 3rd step. And again, it says 24, but that must be points. I can't imagine that's anything but points. And this is still the first job, but this is now further than I got in my test run. I only made the planks and sent them off. So you want me to place this one here. And then we can do a workshop here. And then we can do another workshop here. And I guess maybe it automatically turns whatever the input item is into whatever its associated output item is. Like maybe logs can only become planks and planks can only become boxes. Not positive on that, but we will make the boxes and complete the tasks for Kira. Thank you for the boxes. I will start to pack them up now. Let's have breakfast at Rosie's tomorrow. Right, there we go. And playing a glint. Each deck you play through is called a glint. A glint is a short magical step on your journey. Though your settlement begins anew each time, the knowledge, favors, and strength you gather remain. With each glint, you bring light back to a world slowly being swallowed by the shadow. The lumen you collect helps you level up faster. Okay, so this must be lumen then. Each deck you play... Oh, you said that already. Your story in Glintland unfolds through quests that determine the moment in time. Aim to complete each quest using as few glints as possible. Along the way, you'll encounter many citizens of Glintland. From time to time, they'll ask you for favors. These are optional side goals you can fulfill in addition to, or instead of, your main quest. Tavern Trials are specials challenges that let you show off your skills and unlock powerful cards. Now play the rest of your cards and gather as many lumen as you can. Alright. So, Moonlight card here. Use the power of lumen to expand your cards. Manipulate cards or the world with spell cards. Okay. So we completed this. We got our rewards. Card deck level determines how many starting cards you begin with. Complete quest favors or tavern trials to earn deck rune fragments. Combine 3 deck rune fragments to complete a rune and level up your deck. Okay. Among the shadow, Moonlight of the Lumen, tavern trial open. Among the shadowed mist storm, the lumen awaken and dance among the trees of the Drakewood Forest. Your clever actions call forth their favor, and as the forest shimmers with magic, you are granted moonlight to aid your journey. Okay, so we have another harvester here. And again, we still have all of these other cards here that we can do. We need to receive 2 moonlight cards. No favors. Our quest here is on the way to Rosie's, I guess. Suddenly, a small but strong hand stops Kira on the other side of the rebuilt bridge. It's Lyric, a dwarf from Sheep Hill. All my tools are gone, he says. Kira knows Lyric from the past, but she never saw him so devastated. 6 days ago, a sudden darkness fell upon our town. He abruptly stops and reaches out for a breath. When the sun returned, I didn't believe it at first, but all workshops had been cleared out. Kira is visibly taken aback in silence as the news sinks in. So this one doesn't really tell us how we're supposed to fulfill it, but by doing it, we get mountains, a field card, crystal points, and a deck rune fragment. So it did tell us to just keep building these things in an attempt to complete everything. And I see also we have the little dots above these buildings. So this is a 1, this is a 2, and then this one is a 3. So it must be that the logs are kind of like a level 1 item, and then these are level 2 items, and these are level 3 items, maybe. Not positive on that. Okay, then we can do another workshop, another path, another workshop. What happens after boxes for workshops? Is there anything that happens after boxes? Looks like it just passes the boxes through. We can rotate now. I don't know if what I'm doing is correct or not, but now we have another harvester. And then another workshop. There's an arcane gate, so we can deal with those boxes. Moonlight. Let's look at that info again. Okay. Transport set adds 4 random transport cards to your draw deck. Add an arcane gate to your hand, or add a workshop to your hand. Let's do the arcane gate. Okay, I see. So it adds it side by side here. So this was not a good plan. Wasn't there a move option that I saw? Maybe not. It must be what the undo does. Let's go here. Yeah, that's what the undo does. And then I guess we'll have to put these into there to get 12 more points. Corner path, I don't know what I want to do with it yet. We could probably prep for another harvester here. And then another arcane gate. Well, I'd rather not. But I also have to be kind of limited as to where I place them. Like if I did this, I lose 15 points. But what does that do? Do you have to have placed them all adjacent in order to get as much credit as possible? I'm not sure. Okay, let's continue. Alright, so we looked at this one on the way to Rosie's, and now we need to start the glint. Okay, so I was just looking at things before I should have been, I guess. Lyric of Lionheart's tools are gone. Can you assemble some new ones for him? So we have Smith's tool set. Thank you for helping me out. Let's mine some Miriam. With the right technique, you can mine any hard metal. Okay. So the Smith's tool set needs, I guess some sort of stone or metal from the, can I like, let's see, what do we have here? We have an assembler. Okay, that must be where we connect, will it tell me what I can do here? Yeah. Assemblers combine materials to form a new item. When connected to an essence vein, assemblers may also infuse the items with essence. So, let's see. I'm not sure what all these symbols mean at this point. But I guess I need to assemble wood and whatever kind of stone or whatever this is. Does the harvester harvest Miriam? It does. Okay. Okay. See what we can do then. So we need to put this here. Okay, the tutorial's helping us here. And that's going to mine the Miriam. And then we can have a path. Good. And another path. Sure. And you would like me to say what now? Can you smell the nuggets? Like fern, fungi, and tar. Oh, I love it. Use an assembler to combine our Miriam with freshly cut drakewood. Okay. So the assembler would go, say, like here. And then the path could go, say, like there or there. The harvester, oh, okay, can go either direction then. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Path, corner, I guess we have to place, and then an arcane gate. And that gives us the Smith's tool set. And you are now happy? My tools, let's get back to work. Have you seen Manfred? He came with me to Eleanor. Also a dwarf. He's my brother-in-law. I still have some of his golden wheat seeds in my pocket. Ah, you may have them. We have enough back in Sheep Hill. Manfred's let his sheep graze our wheat fields. He swears that the fertilizer from the sheep makes the wheat better, and in turn, the wool of his sheep becomes softer. Oh, and I thought I'd never see your sister again after I said goodbye to her in Eleanor's Grove before I moved back to Sheep Hill. I would like to thank Kira with a life tree pendant. May I ask you to assemble one for me? Whenever you have time. No worries. Alright, so we completed that, which gives us Golden Fields card, which expands your build area. Future harvesters can collect wheat and more. Oh, nice. Okay. And our card deck, by the way, got to level 1. That's our field card, and then crystal points. I don't know what those are yet. And deck rune fragment was what does unlock the next level of deck card. A gift for Kira. Thanks to you and Kira, Lyric got his tools back. To thank Kira for organizing you so quickly to craft new tools, he wants to give her a Tree of Life necklace. Since his workshops are still in the process of being set up, he asked you to craft a Tree of Life necklace. So it gives us a workshop card as a reward. Alright, new objective is wood plus 2 second-tier stone, which means a workshopped stone, maybe. I'm guessing, kind of, but also not. Like, because this says... yeah, so we can go up to level 3. So when we were playing with it earlier, boxes were the last materials. So it's logs, planks, boxes. It's Miriam, whatever the stuff is called, and then whatever the second tier of that is, and then whatever the third tier of that is. So yeah, you can only really have 2 workshops in a chain. So let's try this. We need 2 tiers on the Miriam and 1 tier on the log. So basically need directly harvested logs. So this, let's see, let's go to a stone vein, maybe there. And then we'll take the path out from that. We'll need to assemble that, of course. Let's go. I'll do this one. We'll need a... Oh, no, I did it wrong already. I already screwed up. I've already screwed up once. Dang it. I screwed it up. Undo. But then that only undoes the last one, not the next one. Is there a restart to the round kind of thing? Guess not. Right, well, now what do I do? I don't know what else I do now. Okay, well, that's making the wrong things the right way, I guess. Can I override? No, I can't. I've goofed it up. Maybe we can sync those things and call it a day. We'll see. You can go there. Golden Field. What does that actually do? Somewhat unclear. Alright, so I screwed up. The tavern filled with awe as news of the Lumen Awaken was announced. Do 3 random crafting cards. And then I'm going to get stuck here. Anything I can do to unstuck myself? Maybe. I've already really botched this, so I'm not sure. Oh, now you give me an arcane gate. Great, thanks. Well, that gets me stuff anyway. We can do the moonlight again, get some more cards. We need to workshop the stone coming out of here. And then we can path it somewhere. Again, Golden Field, I'm not sure exactly what it does. Not what I wanted. Right click. Change your build area. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that's giving me, though. And then I'm just going to continue this one this way to keep kind of syncing things. That won't work. This is kind of weird in that there's no real governance for what you can and can't pull into this thing. But let's try anyway. Okay, an assembler. I want you there. Arcane gate, go there. Even though that's not what I want. I want this, and then I can finally make these dang things. Alright, good. Alright, good. Another harvester, which I was kind of thinking to put there and just capture maybe some stuff. I don't know what I could possibly assemble with something else. We can at least maybe see. Can I combine those into a thing? I don't know. Let's go with the arcane gate this time. And see what these will make. They are making something. It looks like harps. Which is a tier 1 of this and a tier 3 of this. Interesting. And I'm out of cards. Oh, we were done with you for a long time. Oopsie. Thanks to you and Kira. Lyric got his tools back. To thank Kira for organizing you so quickly to craft new tools, he wants to gift her a Tree of Life necklace. Since his workshops are... Yeah, we did that. Why not try one of my workshop corners? Alright, so we did get that. Oh, workshop corner is a workshop that makes a turn as part of it. Nice. All right. Nice. That gave us a much higher arcane level. 2 crystal points. We unlocked 3 cards that time. And we discovered a bunch of new items because we were screwing around. So we have Miriam becomes gears, no, becomes plate and then becomes gears. We combined level 1, which is the logs, with the level 2, which is the plate, to make the necklaces. We also combined the level 3, which is the boxes, with the level 1, which is the Miriam ore, which gave us a Tangarian harp. Interesting. We make things. Use crystal points to unlock new skills. Okay. Guess we use this one. 1 additional hand card. We have 1 more point. We could do a harvester placement distance expansion or another card. I think that makes sense to add. Just to give ourselves some variety. I guess back to the story now. Preparations for the Tangarian concert. We Tangarians are known for our hypnotic relaxation music, Beatrice says and insists. It's a must-act on the fair you definitely have to visit, though she needs a harp for her new fellow minstrel Manuela. Well, we learned about that. Also, we have... we did complete this one. Okay, it says they completed there and there. And then we have this tavern that we also completed. So we're down to just this open quest. Let's start a glint and see if we can make more of these harps, which were the level 3 boxes plus the level 1 ore. I can borrow Manuela my harp in the meantime. I think you're, yeah. But it's important for the fair to get her own. I might be tempted to play as well. Hope I can find time to train. Yeah, so level 3 wood, level 1 ore. And true mastery comes with control over every link in the chain. Try to weave together 5 links and show off your skills. Every great settlement begins with the spark of order. To guide the flow of goods, you must first master the lifelines of the factory, the paths. This is your challenge, not handed down but self-imposed. Plays 5 paths to demonstrate control, clarity, and a mind tuned to motion. Alright, so that gives us an item path card. So we can place 5 paths, presumably in a line, chained together, although it's unclear. So let's do maybe the wood first. Just thinking here that we have to do the wood through 3 workshops, so putting that down first seems to make more sense to me. 1 and 2. Let's see, I guess we could do a bunch of corners here for no good reason. 2, 3, and then this needs to just be a 1. Let's go here. Here's the field there. We're good on those. I guess I go here, but it's giving me a -1. What does that mean? But now I can't do this. I need to do that. Arcane gate will go there. Please give me some corners. Thank you. And maybe some more transport sets than in this case. Yeah, thank you. And then another workshop means probably... another harvester somewhere else. So now we expanded the harvester reach. So now we can put harvesters like, say, way over here. Out of the way a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to use these path lines until and unless I find a corner like that one. And then that'll start making harps, which is what we wanted and should solve this. Let's go ahead and click on it. Thank you for the harp. Manuela will love it. And then I think it'll send me back in here to keep playing. Retention falls immediately after Manuela starts to pluck the strings. She is very pleased with the quality you put into her harp. And another moonlight, which I think I will go with transport set again. Actually, let's return that one and put this one down again. Just because I think, yeah, 5 item paths, so we need to have all the paths here. So we just did that. We could workshop again, because why not get some better coin there. out of the stuff, whatever this is called, lumen, and that gives us a little bit more lumen. And then now you are want to talk to us again. Yo ho, taking tavern tiles. Start again. Taking tavern trials as well. Man, I have to keep up. May I ask you to take down the third challenge from the first row on the trial board? Ah, thanks, friend. Say, have you tried planting those golden seeds yet? No. Path is laid down. The challenge is over. Do you dare the next? Item path card. Okay, so this gives us path twist. Does that mean there's are two paths that just meet on the same tile, or will it do some other shenanigans? Get it? We'll see. Larry entrusted you with a small pouch of golden seeds. Let's take on the challenge and create a vast sea of wheat. So if we put down a golden field now, can we do a harvester on that wheat? No. How do we... Oh, connect 6 golden fields. I got it. Okay. In that case, do I have 6 golden field tiles? I do not. That means you're going to have to give me more of them because I placed them randomly, not knowing what they were good for. Now let's do this again, and that again, and another one of these. Although I am bumping up against the edge of the map now, so I can't do that. Let's go with over here someplace, maybe. There we go. You there. You there. You go there. But I'm out, I think, of golden fields. I am. Which means that these two are in bad places, unfortunately. Let's keep pretending we're going to be working in this area. We'll go ahead and do an assembler. I'll bring in a corner path maybe from this mountain here. Take the corner path out of there. Let's do this straight path first. Also do a moonlight and see if we can get a field set. There we go. Boom. Keep going with the paths because I'm thinking I'm going to want to put a harvester right here to collect planks again. I'm going to do a plank plus stone thing and see what that gets us. Let's go ahead and place one of these golden fields down there and here, and that completes Golden Sunrise. By the beard of me ancestors, look at that. A proper sea wheat you've grown. Could make Manfred proud. Golden seeds have flourished. Your sea of wheat waves proudly in the sunlight. Okay. We could finish the glint at any time. We only have a few cards left. I'm going to put this one down with that. If I can get another extractor, I will, but I'll go ahead and put the rest of this stuff down just so that we have it. At least. There's the path twist. Okay, so it does indeed probably just do that. But we got planks out, so that's good. They gave us a little bit more of the lumen. Alright, let's continue this. We did all the side stuff, which is also good. That one's done with completed, and completed. Yeah. So next is Broken Lens in Observatory. A deep voice echoes through the hallways of the Academy. My omni lens of the observatory shattered. Around the corner you suddenly stare at a white shimmering dragon talking to Beatrice. And I need a new one. The dragon insists. Sylvie, relax. Beatrice tries to calm him down and looks suddenly at you expectantly. Cast Redline into a thin border of Miriam. Go. So rewards are a quick play, which I think is a different gameplay mode besides the tutorial and the sort of storyline mode we've been doing now. Crystal points again and deck rune fragment. Did we get any more crystal points? No, we did not. Okay, we can also look at the cards we have here. We should look at some of these things. And the some of the recipes we can do. So we obviously had those 3. There are 3 more, though, apparently. And then we have Silver Shade Smith. We have 8 total recipes here, and we've figured out, so far, 6 of them. Which we'll figure out more, I guess, as we go. And then stats for me there as well. So let's go ahead and start this glint. Steven Silverscale. Hello, my friend. I am... Stephen. Okay, well, you spelled it differently there. Stephen Silverscale, keeper of the observatory. Something caused severe damage to the telescope. A new omni lens has to be casted from Redline, Glintland's heart of all magic. Alright, that's a new resource. We need to mix level 1 Miriam with level 2 of this new stuff. We have that laying around here. We'll want to harvest that and then process it through a workshop. We'll do that. And then we can just start putting down golden fields in different places, I guess. Maybe we can... I'm not sure what the exact point of them are, but we'll figure that out. These I'm going to put down elsewhere, and we'll hopefully just use them for other resources. You'll go in here, though, because we're going to want to capture some stone out of this mountain, which we will do like that. And that's going to make, hopefully, yep, these omni lenses. Excellent. Let's go ahead and curve this. I'm not going to do the twist path yet. Go straight line, I guess. Another assembler? No. Let's do the crazy path twist here, just for fun. For future Wally. Let's put our arcane gate down so we can get credit for this. Did you know that shiny shimmering dragonstones can be formed by compressing fairy dust infused with sunsense? I could really use this extra magic, but damn, how to get the sunsense? Maybe Luna knows something. She lives in Digor across the sea. If you can do me a favor, get me a working dust typer so I can write her an airmail? Jeez. Alright, so we did the thing. There. This is a favor. Okay, so Luna Bloom, a rose dragon skilled in flower medicine, lives in Digor across the sea. According to Stephen Silverscale, she may be one of the last who know how to produce new sunsense. No one is allowed to touch Stephen's last sunsense reserve, which is sealed in his golden glowing crystal sphere, a gift from Luna herself. Stephen decided that it is finally time to ask his former flame the questions that have long gone unanswered, and needs a new dust typer as his is still with Luna all these years. New objective is level 2 stone, level 3 of the other stuff there. Okay, so let's see if I can do maybe... Let's see, that... No, I want to have another thing in here. Do a moonlight and give me probably a transport set. I'm going to put that back, and I'm going to do... I don't want to do that either. Let's see. If we take the stone out of here, run it through there, that means we need another workshop. I'll just extend this for right now. And then we'll have to do an assembler after that. Maybe in there, if I can get the turning one. I'd rather not do that, though, just in case. Ouch. Yeah, this is kind of tough to try and do this without knowing what the next pieces are. Workshop corner, well, that was good now that I didn't need it anymore. Okay, you go there. Harvester will take the stone and we'll make the second tier of stone stuff, which is the triangles. Wait a minute, I screwed up already again. Dang it! All right, we got to start over then because this is making gears. We'll deal with it a different way, I guess. I keep thinking that level 2 needs 2 workshops, but it doesn't. It only needs 1. Let's go with workshop. And I'll put it in my hand, which means that I can... let's go from here. And then this one. Now I need a workshop for crystals, so we'll put that one here. We'll need some paths to get to the crystals, so we'll just do these over there. We need 3 workshops, though, for crystals, so we have to be a little bit careful with that. But that's okay. Come on, give me something else. Okay, arcane gate's not what I wanted, but great, thank you. I don't want to do anymore. I'm going to need... Let's just fudge this a little bit. A harvester on the stone. Yes. Okay, give me some workshops, please, game. Thank you. Do we not have... Okay, finally, a workshop. So that's 2 workshops, which means now we can harvest the crystals and get level 3 crystals out of it. entirely care. No, now I'm out of. Oh, well, that's great. Now I'm out of cards. I don't have any more paths, and I can't do anything with what I have. This would need to go here, and then I'm missing that last piece there. Okay, well, we didn't get that bonus thing then. Unfortunate. Just because of the way the cards fell, I guess. I'm assuming we can re-something that. You know, retry that favor. At some point, maybe even in a future quest. Wands for the Magic Tournament. Beatrice looks up from her coffee when you pass by outside of Rosie's. Already back? Sylvie knows how to use the crystals best. You stop and get caught up into a chat. A Wiz Hex tournament will take place in Tarragon with wands by the Nightstone Academy, she said. They should be simple to make. And we have skills we can spend too. So let's add more cards for sure. And that's all we had to spend actually. So let's go back and start our glint. And we'll still try to do this favor, making these other things in this one if we can, which I think we can, and it probably will still show up here. Don't forget to enjoy a coffee at Rosie's. It's the best in the city. There's even a Rosie's in Tarragon doing the catering for the tournament. When mages around Eleanor show off their skills in the dual magic trial, dozens of wands break, and we got the luxury to send a fresh supply to Tarragon each year. The magic wand is level 1 wood, level 1 crystals, and we do still have the dust typer here. So let's do level 1 wood. And then let's also go somewhere else, kind of, and start working on the dust typer. So let's see if that is there and that is there. Then let's do stone from that one, which will get us the level 1 stone. We'll need to mix in with the crystals later. Fields. Do this, and then this. And then this, that'll be fine. That'll bring stone from here, which is now going to be level 2. And we need another workshop and then a harvester for the crystals, which we can get as we go. We also need to have another harvester for crystals from over here, so we can make these things. And then this is surplus, excess, all the things. We'll do that for now. And then we can do more for later. Let's do this like that. I guess put you in here. Harvester, thank you. We'll do this one first just because it's the favor and I want to get it done. So that brings in these crystal thingies here, mixes them with these plate thingies here, and that gives us this one, which we can now. You just created a dust typer for me, so I have to write Luna? Fine, damn it. I don't know how we pronounce that name. We upgraded the card deck level again. That's good. That gives us the additional starting cards and things. Yeah. It gives us the deck rune fragment. Okay, so now we come back to this mess, which I already kind of blocked myself here, which isn't good. I wish you could rotate or something. Oh, and I didn't block myself either. Let's do this to protect myself from blocking myself. And then we'll do this one just for fun. We'll do this one just for more fun. Okay, come on. There's an arcane gate. All right, that'll go there. Another workshop. We can put that here. We'll see what we get out of it. All of these now we can just use, I guess. Let's go with over here, maybe. Get those out of the way. There's a harvester for these, which gives us the magic wands that we wanted. Alrighty. Simple. See, now to the hard part. I need some Redlawn treasure boxes to securely transport them. Not that thieves snatch them away from us. Or better, not that the sheer amount of magic lights up a firework during transport like 2 years ago. Brother, might you spare me a moment? Alright, so we completed the wands, give us 2 deck rune fragments. That's good. And then the wooden boxes for the fair could be used for the wands. But it's a long journey to Tarragon, therefore magic treasure boxes are preferred. It gives us a portal card. So this needs level 3 wood, level 1 stone, and level 1 crystals. Level 3 wood, which is the boxes. So I should probably run that through here if I can finagle it. Let's do... Oh, not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. And then one of these. And that'll be an extractor for later. And then we need to get down to where the crystals and the stone are to get those into level 1. So let's do that. And then this... Let's do a harvester on the wood. Gives us boxes. More of these golden fields we can get rid of because I don't really understand what they're for. And I'm out of cards. Well then, we're not going to complete the boxes for magic wands this time. But that's okay, we can do that in the next one, I guess. Oh no, I can expand it to the thing. Ah, well. Give an arcane gate. And I will just place it. Gonna minus 15 though. Because I don't have anything else I can feed into it. Let's just do that. It'll 0, that's fine. And another one. Give me the field set then. We'll just do all the fields. Just some more points. And then another moonlight. Crafting set. Do field set again. I guess that'll be the end of it. No, another moonlight comes out. Okay. I guess I shouldn't have ruled myself out so quickly. Because I could have done more here. With the moonlights coming in properly. You know, but maybe we could do... one. How does an assembler combine 3 things together? I guess you have to chain 2 assemblers next to each other? Alright, we're done now, though. That's fine. Dragon Heart. That's what we learned for level 3 there. Magic wands, and then the treasure boxes we didn't get to make. Okay. What I'd like to do now... Well, we can take the skill. That's fine. Do I want... I can't get the next card because it requires 2 crystal points. We could get the harvester placement distance, though, which seems to be a better option at this point anyway. And then, of course, these both cost 2 points. And diagonal, bridges, and overbuild are abilities that we cannot learn in the demo. But what I'd like to do is come out here... And so we're in story mode right now. There is custom game, which is locked, presumably, in the demo. But we could try out this quick play real quick. Just to see what the difference is here. So I think it's just, hey, play whatever you want. And so you could use this, I suppose, to, you know, learn about new recipes. Like if I wanted to do... what does stone level 2 plus something else equal? I could figure that out, I guess. Let's go with... do like stone level 2 plus wood level 3. Do the moonlight. Let's do an arcane gate here, I guess. And then... workshop for later. I was hoping to work in some other things here, but... unless I put in There's the assembler I wanted. Do a craft set. What are we making here, by the way? We are making Bundle of Silver Shade, which is the box plus the plate. Okay. Want that one to go there. We could combine those two. See what they make. Planks plus Redlawn is Bundle of Enchantment. Get rid of these fields. I'm just going to tuck them over here. And we can feed that in, but what I wanted to do, not to feed it in yet at all, but maybe see if we can do secondary combination here with something, a stone, like a second assembler If we work in stone level, whichever level that is, and like this, do a path line there and then a corner here. Does that make something with 3 now? Bundle of enchantment plus Mithrium plate, which is the stone level 2. Gives us bundle of moonra, which is, so it's wood 2, stone 2, and crystal 1. So it does indeed take the thing you brought in one way or the other and combine them correctly to make the thing, which is kind of a nice thing, that the assemblers are just kind of chainable. Let's do crafting again, I guess. We could try another item. Maybe we do this one, but like in... Actually, that's fine. Go that way. We do a path here. And workshop that. Go that way, maybe. And we can workshop it again to get to level 3, which is the lenses, right? Is that what they're called? Yeah, the dragon heart. I think they're lenses, basically. Just keep it there with your friends. And then we could do another stone extraction. And then let's do, that's a stone one. Let's do a wood one here. Wood level 1 plus those. What does that give us? That gives us bundle of enchantment. We did that one already. Okay. Oops, we did that one already. Moonlight, give me... transport set, I think. Down to kind of my last few cards here. And you won't go anywhere I want you to go. Let's put this here. We didn't extract anything from there, but that's okay. You here. And then I'll do this one. Well, you're going to give me a corner. Of course you are. Because what else would you give me but a corner? And we're out of cards. Okay. But that's the sort of quick one. So it does still give us this arcane level. It gives us some advancement, as well as crystal points, which is kind of nice. But it's just a quick play so that you can kind of experiment or try to, play up all the way if you would like. Otherwise, though, I think that's the extent of the game. If we go back to, there's a study room here. Oh, that's that. Okay. And then we have Builder's Codex. Kind of gives us definitions of some of these things. And then options. I'm going to go back to the main menu, and we're going to finish this game up here. So let me know if this game is interesting to you. This is a little bit different in that it's still got the puzzle aspect, but it does still have some factory aspect too by having to combine the things and make the things. As I mentioned, this is the first of our selection of, or a list of games this week. So stay tuned here on the channel for more games of varying genres, varying varieties, and see if there's something else that you're interested in. Also, as I mentioned earlier, make sure you wishlist or follow this game so that you know what's coming on it and when it's coming out if you're interested in purchasing it. And then finally, if you have any suggestions of games that I should take a look at this week, by all means make those suggestions in any of the usual places. The chat here, of course, comment section on any of the videos, as well as come to Discord. You can find the link in the description below, and join us there and share any suggestions you might have for games as well. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.